Hey there everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm playing some Tharsis because it's a game I've had for a little while and yeah, I've not really played that much of. So I figured why not load it up, play a little bit of it and just see what we can get done. I've played one game already. I just felt like I wanted to play it, so I played one game and I thought, why not record this and just see how we go? So, my playtime on this is very, very low. You can see that since the updates and everything that have happened, I've only got one save, and that was what I did, like, just now, about half an hour ago. And it was a pretty decent score. We went pretty far, but we did get absolutely wrecked. So, you can see there it was a half an hour game. Not too much else that really, I can say on this, except I do expect to die. There are missions, and I think I can do some missions. You shall not pass. I almost did that. I was one away because I rolled double ones on the last mission when I needed 3 to survive that week. So I almost did that mission. That was the only mission I've played, the only mission I tried. So what we're going to do is set up a new game. And, easy mode. We haven't got anything in here. So, yeah, I'm not sure what the cannibal's going to end up like. The technician looks kind of fun, okay. That could be interesting. I can unlock that. Pilot, I'm not sure how well we're going to be able to get through that. Commander, eventually, yes. And the psychologist for the research, not too bad. So overall, is this how many times they've lived and died, I guess? So everybody has died at least once. So we're going to go in with the defaults. And let's see how this goes. So, the whole point is, we're a ship heading out to Mars. And as we're going along, the ship encounters quite a lot of catastrophe. So, during your trip, you're trying to make the best use of your crew, who you can see in the background here, to visit these modules to either gain resources or solve problems. At the moment, we've got 2 problems. So, micrometeoroids have destroyed the pantry, which is the end of the tutorial, and crippled the ectomy. J-Cross has been ejected into space, and Maepa Musgrave has suffered a fatal injury. We need to survive. So those are the 2 characters from the tutorial, and we've lost the pantry, which was from the tutorial as well. Now up here you can see 2 green is 2 easy to resolve situations. So -1 dice to all. At the end of this we're going to have 1, 1, 2 and 1, because these are the amount of dice you can roll to solve something. But once you've rolled, you will end up losing one of those die. So losing a die to all isn't a big factor right now. We can easily solve both these problems, however. So I will be doing that. But if we could only choose one, I would go after the meteoroid strike to get rid of that damage, which will hurt our hull. If the hull fails, we die. If all the crew fails, we die. They've got stress on the left. Bad things happen when they're stressed out. Health on the right, they'll die. Dice here is the amount of die they can actually roll. And each has got a special ability that they can use. So the captain will give a +1 die to everyone in that same module. And I like that. I do like that. The specialist will give a reroll. Well, they just have a reroll. So what I'm thinking about here is, you know, that's normally my first one to use. So I'm starting to think where to use them already. I'm getting a bit ahead of myself here. Let's explain the rest. Doctor plus 1 health to all the other crew in the same module. And the mechanic can actually generate hull. Now, you click somewhere and deploy, but if you're moving out of a room or through a room that has an issue, you get a minus health. The good thing is you can deploy somewhere and then go back. So if we just look at the deployment, you can see to get a hull we need to roll a 5 or above. To get no movement damage, which means moving through rooms and out of rooms that have an issue, we don't take damage. That is a 5 or above there. There is also this research bar. You roll and you put the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in. Each die, not the number of pips on the face of the die, but each die will generate 1. You can refresh for 1. And then you, as you accumulate points here, you spend them. So an energy boost will provide plus 3 dice to the active crew member. You can see there, that would generate 3. So if we had 3 to spend, I could do that. Sedatives will reduce the stress of all the crew by 30%. And a 4 here, the MCC override would repair 17 in one module. That is very good because you will get some big numbers later on. Last couple of things to really, show the assist here. We'll just look in here. Basically, there's a stasis alert. So if I were to roll a 1 on any of my die, any dice, then basically it would be locked into that number. There's also an injury, which if you roll the number that says injury under it, you take a health loss. And there's a void where that die gets sucked into the void and you can no longer use it. You get a certain number of rerolls. Like I say, the specialist gets +1, so they can roll 3 different times. Food up here, that will give you 3 die, and you can do that in between weeks. I think the only other thing really to mention is up here then, we've got next week we can see we'll have an easy, which will be about an 8, and we will also have a yellow. That is, of course, a medium. So that might be a 16 or 19 or something like that. So we definitely need dice for the next week. I really think the last bit here we can see is the ship info. So a 5 or above gets us no movement damage if we're able to put that in the right slot at flight control. The greenhouse we can have as food. We get nothing for the first die we put in, but if we put 2 of the same in, we'll get 1 food. And then if we put a third of the same number in, we will get an extra food. Life support. If we put 1 in, we regain dice. If we put 2 of the same number in, we'll regain more than that. We'll be able to do it twice. 5 or above in operation reduces the stress. Health is recovered in the medical bay with a 5 or above. The assist here you can fill out with a 5 or above in the laboratory. And if you manage to get 2 or 3 die that have the same number on it put into maintenance, you will heal 1 to 2 pips on the hull tracker. So we're impending damage 1. We're not going to lose this turn. And yeah, I think that's a good enough explanation of the game. You can pause the video and read all this if you want to. I'm just going to get right into this though and start with the special. See, the assist. I'm not worried about the assist. I think what I'm actually going to do here, if I send the doctor up here to the meteoroid strike, if I'm able to do this correctly, if I can get a big number to reduce that down and get a 5 or above here, then each of these who are low on health will actually gain a health, and that's kind of what I'm looking at right now. I could use the captain in here. I'm going to have to use someone else in here to do this plan anyway. So I might as well start with the captain actually. to get a die on the specialist on the captain. Then bring the doctor in to finish this. Except the captain might be able to solve this on their own. And I don't need to do that, but I do want to do that. Yeah, no. That's fine, that's fine. I know what I'm doing. So we're going to roll here. We got a 1. We got the assist though, so that uses up the assist. That would have been locked into a 1. Just in case we get a 5, then I could use the 6 to repair. I'm going to put it in the dice hold. You can't carry it through... you can only carry it through rerolls, not into different sections and whatnot. So, we only got a 2. I really want that dice there, though. I really want that extra die. So, those 2 dice on everybody. We'll get that repair down to a 6. Oh, to make this work, I really need to solve this. So stasis at a 1 and a 3. I can't really afford that. Get me some big numbers. There we go. I'm happy enough just to solve that. So I could have put them 2 in there, got an extra die, an extra sort of thing of food which restores 3 die. But I don't want to do that. So, the mechanic has solved that issue. Now I'm free to do whatever I want with these 2. I'm pretty sure the doctor can just come in, get a 6, do that, and give everyone health. If we can, that frees up the specialist to go and do whatever we want. So, that might be hull repair, to be fair. If I can go to hull repair... Because we do have 1 die, so that food there will get 3 die for the mechanic. So I'll have 4, 3, 2, and 2 in terms of die. Everyone will be fairly decent on health, especially if I can get the doctor to give these extra health in here. So I need a 6 to clear this, and I need a 5 or a 6 to get the health. Not likely to get both right away. I mean, that stasis is locked in as well, so not what we wanted at all there. Might as well re-roll the 4. We get the 5, so we can actually solve that. We don't get the extra health on the captain, the doctor, and the specialist, which would have been nice. But it does now mean... Yeah, we want to go into maintenance, so we can now bring this specialist down. Nothing to solve. We have 4 lots of dice here, and if we can match up the same number more than once, we'll get extra hulls. We can get a total of 3 hull here, and put the other die maybe into the research, which would be really handy. And look at that. Look at that. We really like that. So that's going to get us 2 hull. So I'm definitely going to do that. I'm going to re-roll these just in case we get another 6. We don't, but I can put the 3 and the 4 into research, giving us 2 points. Now, I could refresh these, but remember, that 17 repair is something we do want. So if I finish deployment, that's the end of our first week in space. So now we get to choose a side project. Now we can check the ship and where everyone is and how everyone's doing, etc. Now basically, what really sucks, now we could heal everyone up, you can see these green bars, but we would lose 2 on the hull, and we've only just got those in. So we were lucky to get those hull. I don't want to spend them. To get the stress, it would only be for these 2 characters, our doctor and our captain. That would be a lot of stress, but we gain the 2 assists. And I think that's going to be good longer term for us. So, where's the captain right now? The captain and the doctor are together. Depending where these things are, I can always give the captain, doctor, and mechanic another die. We've only got 2 things, so yeah, we should be able to get those in, because the specialists should be able to take care of at least 1 on their own. And for that, I think the best case for me right now might be to throw this at the captain to try and get that extra die. And I think that's what I'm going to do. So we are 9 and 21. That is a lot. So if we just look in here, I'm not going in here because it would take up health. But that 5 is an injury, the 4 is a void. Like I say, that rolling a 5 will hurt us. The 4 will throw that die into the void. So we don't want to do that. So what I want to do with the specialist is roll a 9. And then we can get the specialist more die. So I'm okay here. I'm okay here. This is what we need to do. 4 and 5 is 9. Give me the 2 die back. The specialist now is in good position. Let's get the mechanic in here then. Okay, so the assist blocks the injury, which is good. Now I can either give ourselves a hull, or I can use that to move the repair back down, or I could put it in research. I think hull is the best play right now. So if we get the hull, then this, even if it attacks us this turn, it won't be too bad. We'll actually have negated it here, whereas we need another 16 to negate it from there. So I'm going to throw that in. That gives us a hull. Next up's going to be the doctor, because I really want the captain to give die to everyone over here. Okay. Only a 2, not what we wanted. Only a 2, still not what we wanted. I will throw that down. I did want the health there. But now we bring in the captain. He's got 5, sorry, she's got 5 die. And with those 5, we need to get a 19 or above. Okay. So we've got 18 here right now. So I think I'm going to throw these 2 in. And then with the 8, we're just going to re-roll because we should be able to get something decent. So do I let that roll on and get everybody an extra die? It's kind of what I think I want to do here. If I drop that down, throw that in there and throw that here, everybody here gets an extra die. We're going to take 1 damage, but that's the damage the mechanic healed straight away. So 20% stress for them. I mean, I'll lose my die. I need the die. So let's throw the stress in. We've got no food, but we've got full assist. And here we go. You see, we got an easy and a tough. So that's the easy, that's the tough, and this is just one that we can finish off. So right now I think I want to go for the doctor here to give everyone a health if we can. So if I roll 2 5s or 2 6s, I can throw in for the health and I can solve this. Ugh. Can't do it, but it does mean that that is now complete. Which means the mechanic and captain are probably going to take care of this one for me. And the specialist then will go down here. So mechanic first, just so we can get the extra from the captain for the extra things. So that stasis has been blocked on a 3. We're going to throw the 6 in. And that's going to end up being a 1. Nothing to do but to throw that up there, sadly. We're going to try and get that extra die back with the captain while figuring this out. So if I get a couple of 1s to get food, and then be able to finish this off with high scores, that would be good. If not, then just solving this and getting a 5 or a 6 in here would be the best case scenario. So I mean, we got 4 4s. I might as well just throw those up. I could get a couple of food, but if we throw those up, now it doesn't matter what we roll here. It needs a 5 or a 6 to get the special ability, and we were so close. That would have given an extra die here and filled out the captain. What we can do, though, is now go here and finish off our research. And that allows the specialist to go here and take care of the MSA fail. The module servicing arm. So I can get some health back here as well if we roll a 5 or above. So, good rolls. Come on, look at that. So that's the assist used up, but I can always just go 1, 2, 3 to solve and get that health back. So the specialist now is in a pretty good shape. We've also got 4 research points, which means that we can do the heal. +1 food, -2 hull. +2 death. Oh, I mean, that's going to put the captain so low. You're both going to have stress, aren't you? Oh, I mean, that is a food, plus we get die. But we do get health. I mean, I think I'm going to have to do that. I'm going to have to do that. Now, cannibalism. We would lose a max health. Not current health, but max health. But we would gain die to do it. I don't want to do this. I really need the captain and the doctor to be together. That's what I need to be. Because the doctor needs to heal the captain. In fact, you can see that we're probably going to have some big issues coming up fairly soon. Or decent issues anyway. I'm not going to put anything in there. So you can see, yeah. So the captain, if the captain came in here, as long as we didn't roll 3s, if we rolled 3 3s, I think the assist would block 2 and then the other one would kill the captain. No, I don't want that. But if the captain comes down and solves that, the doctor goes and heals them up, and then we've got the mechanic and the specialist to sort this out. I think I need to roll this first. Well, I'd say roll. Can I use this and then go back? That's what I'm asking here. Can I use that and then go back? No. Okay then. Well, it was worth it just to see what would happen. 1 3 6. I could give extras here. I mean, ultimately, I don't need the health, so there's no point putting it there. Let's put it in the research. +3 die. So that's an extra food, basically. An extra assist I don't want. So that's a specialist taken care of. So if I get the mechanic in there, then get the captain in there to get everybody die, and then use the doctor to get everybody healed. I think that might be my best solution here. So what I want to do here is get the hull up, and then maybe fill out the research. That's kind of what we might want to be doing. I mean, 4 is a decent number, but it doesn't give us what we want. Neither does that, though. But at least we didn't use our assists up, so we didn't get the hull. Captain coming in now can actually solve this problem and can give other people die, which makes it more likely that the doctor heals people. So I think we're going to do that. I might hold those. Roll the 2 1s, because that should come back more. And look at that. That is absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So I guess we're just going to put them up there to repair the situation. Throw that in there for the research. Finish our deployment. So the dice status now is looking pretty good over here. The health situation is looking good over here. Mechanics a little low on die, and these two are low on health. But now we got a chance to heal people up with the doctor. So this is where the strategy comes in. If I can get a 2, a 5, and a 5 or a 6, we will be laughing here. First one got to go in there, though. Oh, not what we wanted there, guys. Not what we wanted. Come on. Big one. Really? 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 Guys, you're killing me. You are killing me. What's that going to be? 5 will give us +3 hull. Which we don't need right now. But we might need later. And I can't do anything else with these dice, so I might as well shuffle. I don't want to keep that on the board. I mean, I'm going to shuffle. Prevent injury, +1 die here for 2. -10 stress. I mean, that could be good. And +1 health for all crew. Okay, if I hold that till the next turn then, I mean, we can't do anything with that. We can put that one in. We can actually get crew healed up at the start of the next turn. So we're going to have to waste that die. So, let's see. -2 die, but +1 food. That'll be -1 food on average. Or -2 hull. I hate doing it to the hull, but I think I need to, because I need those die. Because I know that something big is going to come in this turn. So I need the extra die at this point. We're not going to go to cannibalism. So there is a 22. So that's -1 food. What happens if we don't have a food, though? I mean, really, we could ignore that for all intents and purposes. I think, though, I think I need to roll the doctor in here. Because if I roll the doctor, and then she heals up those two, I'll be very, very happy. Very happy. And I think here we could do something there. Yeah, so let's get the doctor in then. Say 5 or a 6 is what we're looking for, and we were so close. I mean, that sucks. Give me a 5 or a 6, please. Yes. So throw that 5 in there. We will throw that 5 in there. We're going to gain our health, which we wanted.